Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and this will be my first trailer breakdown for the newest Life is Strange True Colors / Life is Strange 3. It has been over 1.5 years since I last did a trailer breakdown for Life is Strange, and I do miss it very, very much, so hope you guys do enjoy this video. If we could go for 1,000 likes, that greatly would be appreciated. I also have another video tomorrow discussing some more stuff about the remastered version. Thank you guys for the support on my last video. I do appreciate that very much. So everything you need to know, I'll try to break down in this trailer. And I also want to say this, again, I might miss things. I'm not going to probably be perfect, but if you do find things that I don't find, leave a comment down below with what you think. There's obviously, a 3-minute trailer, and then we got the deep dive video, which, I'm going to go through as well. So this will pretty much be a longer video. So if you do enjoy this, be sure to subscribe with post notifications turned on. Help us try to hit 300k subscribers. Thank you all for 295k. Greatly do appreciate that. Alright, be sure to follow me on my social media down below, and hope you guys enjoy. Let's get straight into the trailer breakdown. I miss doing this very much.
They're definitely hiding something.
Alex, be careful.
So here we have our first image of the newest protagonist named Alex Chen. She has the power of empathy, reading emotions, mind reading, whatever you want to call it. And you're going to know she does wear a lot of different outfits in this trailer, but if you do pre-order specific editions of this game, you will get bonus outfits, and there's going to be a lot of different outfits you can wear with her, so you're going to notice that's why that's different. And you're going to notice her hand out here, so just like how Max, in the original Life is Strange has her hand out a lot when she does her power, seems to be what Alex does as well when she does her power. Alright, let me show you an example of it very shortly here. So here you see after that, she uses her power, and like a blue explosion pops out from the character here, which is Steph from Life is Strange Before the Storm. But you notice this is just a little snippet based on the amount of colors. You think, why are there all these different colors? Blue, green, yellow, red. They display emotions. Now, I don't know necessarily what blue is going to stand for, but you notice each color is likely going to represent an emotion or a feeling. And you see, this is a pure example of her power. Has her hand out, and then you see the blue explosion come from Steph. So, this is going to be a more interesting power than we probably have had. Life is Strange 1's power was interesting. We couldn't control the power in Life is Strange 2, so this is going to give us right back into those steps. You're going to feel a lot of probably vibes similar to Max, just being able to control the power once again. And I did look up what blue would represent in the feeling. Usually it represents confidence, or it's described as calmness or serenity. So I don't know if that's exactly what this is going to entail, but that's what it says. Next, you have another showcase of her power. It looks like she's either miring, but she turns into like a purple aura around her head as she starts using it. So let me know, kind of hard to think about what she's doing here, but her power is being involved in some shape or form with this. Next, you have her like in a room, dark room, and she her mind or something like explodes, and there's just glass and everything, sharded everywhere. So I'm kind of trying to explain, is this like how Twin Mirror had with the Mind Palace, or is this like in her mind, or is this actually, she's able to do this in her life? She's actually have like explosions that blow up the environment around her. So I don't know. And there is someone with her here, so interesting. And then it ends off with this. This definitely has to be in her mind. There's like a rock cliff. She's with, I think, the one dude named Ryan. By the looks of it, it's kind of hard to tell because they're so small in this. But maybe you'll be able to have characters around you join you in this little, mind world of yours. And man, this just looks, again, Twin Mirror vibe-ish with the Mind Palace. Again, like I said. In the next image, you're going to see she's kind of like in danger here. And you're going to see like a big wood branch fall to the ground, representing, I don't know, something maybe involved with what happened. And the game, again, September 10th, pre-order now. It's on PS5, PS4, Steam, Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, and Stadia. The full game will be out on September 10th. Remember, it's not going to be split into episodes. You can still play it in episodes, but they're not going to be released as such. And in the clip I just played, she says, "They're definitely up to something," and some voice says, "Alex, be careful." So obviously, based on the trailer, that there's something up with this community, that, cold-blooded murderer hiding something. It's going to be interesting to figure out what's up.
When I moved to Haven Springs, I hadn't seen my brother Gabe in years.
Alex! It's just so good to see you again. Welcome to Haven.
This place is pretty sweet.
I'm glad you two met. Is this dude my best friend?
And this dude hands me the best beers.
Alex, right? I'm Steph.
I didn't realize
That we all knew you were coming.
for the first time in years,
Well, what do you think?
I love it. I really let myself believe.
Welcome home.
So in the beginning of the trailer, we finally learn, after all this time, Deck 9 Games is the creator of this game and partnered with Square Enix. And we get our first look of the newest community, Haven Springs. And we get to see Alex arrive. She is arriving here to meet Gabe. Remember, she is in the foster system, so this is the first time they have met in years. And you finally get to see them meet. You know, that's just the emotional jubilation of seeing your sibling after such a long time. And you get a look at the community here. Sprawling, growing, looks like to be a nice community. Lots of marketplace vibes. Rocky Mountain Record Traders, which to be the shop she walks into. And she's a big music head, you could tell. She loves music. And we get to introduce to our newest character here, Ryan, who is Gabe's best friend. We also get a look at the Black Lantern, which is the new bar in the city. And we finally get a first look at Steph. So, again, Steph is a returning character. At long last, we have confirmation of a returning character. And you know, since Deck 9 Games was, you know, the creator of Life is Strange Before the Storm, of course they bring a character back from Life is Strange Before the Storm. Steph is a minor character in Before the Storm. You get to see, you know, she was mainly known for that board game that went on, I swear, for an eternity. But it was actually pretty cool if you got into it. That pretty much means she left before, you know, the entire thing with Arcadia Bay, the tornado and all that happened. So, you know, we'll probably find out some stuff about, you know, LIS 1 connections through her, LIS Before the Storm and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be good. And I don't think she's going to be the only returning character, or at least reference to other characters. I definitely believe there will be more than just her, but we'll just have to wait and see. And it looks like we finally find out the owner of the Black Lantern there on the far right. The older dude with the beard. It appears he is the bar owner / bartender. And we're going to see a couple new faces here as she turns this guy, Santa Claus look like, with some kind of necklace on his shirt. And then we have this woman who looks to maybe be his daughter. And they share a cocktail drink together with them three. And this guy, you know, he gives a little wink to Alex. I don't know what they're talking about, but keep your eyes open. This guy's a little shady. And before the end of the day, Alex and Gabe have a little drink outside talking about their day. You know, they toast to it. But here's where things start to get very interesting. The following day, I believe this is when the mystery really begins. So through the dialogue, we figure out that Alex and Gabe had met in years, that she loves Haven Springs, she loves the new area, that the people at the bar had not, you know, they expected her to show up. So this must have been like a little, you know, party little thing that Gabe probably told everybody, oh yeah, my sister's coming up, you know, from the foster care system, we haven't met each other in years. And she says at the end of this little trailer clip that I played that she wanted to make herself believe. This is when the dark turn happens. There is a very dark turn that represents the change in shift and the mystery beginning.
I don't know what to believe now, except Gabe is dead.
This one's for you, Gabe.
Hearing everyone talk about my brother, about the life he had here with all of you,
I lost the chance to have that.
What happened to Gabe was a senseless, tragic accident.
It wasn't an accident.
Son, now is not the time.
Alex, are you okay?
So the important thing I want to note here is it shows the following day. You know, remember how they were sharing beers the past day? It shows an empty seat next to her. Gabe was murdered. So this is the entire conflict, or at least part of the conflict in Life is Strange True Colors, is that Alex's brother Gabe gets, we can presume, murdered. And you get to see the little funeral they have here. She's playing music. You get to see his picture, and Steph says, "This is for you, Gabe." So man, I don't really know what to figure out. There's some scumbag among this group of people, and you finally get to see pictures of them as kids. You know, she gets to hold Gabe's guitar with a note that presumably Gabe left for her. It's very, very sad, this story, I could tell. It's another Life is Strange. Of course, it's going to be depressing, of course. It's got similar vibes, though, to Tell Me Why, Twin Mirror, Murder, Mystery. And you get a lantern scene here where you throw the lantern up. A reference to Life is Strange 2, Episode 5, where they throw up the lantern in the sky. Remember, Daniel, Sean, and Karen in the final episode of LIS2 do the same exact thing before their journey to the border wall. So I just thought that's a cool little reference. And this guitar she plays for the trailer is Gabe's. You see his name on the front there. And she's obviously not going to be, cope with this very well. She just literally got there like a day or two before this murder happens. And they're all talking at like the wake or whatever this is. And they're saying, oh, it was a tragic accident. And Gabe's best friend Ryan says, oh, no, this was not an accident. So he's already, suspicious of what is going on. And the older dude, the bar owner, whatever you want to say, is like, oh, we can't just be assuming that this was a murder or worst case scenario. And Alex is obviously, traumatized by this. Steph's trying to check on her. And you're going to see at the end here a return to Life is Strange. The award-winning series return. And one more thing I want to show here is when she looks at the crowd here at the wake, she sees this dude here. Now, and there's a little aura around his head. Alex is using her power, potentially, reading their emotions / mind reading here. And she's trying to probably figure out who's suspicious at this point. But considering how long this game's probably going to be, we're not going to probably find out who this murderer is until near the end of the game. So this guy, obviously, don't know who he is, but he is definitely suspicious.
No, they're definitely hiding something. What happened here?
Haven's a community. We help each other.
Alex, be careful.
There's something you should know about me. I know what other people are feeling. I can see these auras around them. If they're angry or sad or afraid, I feel it too. When I focus, I can even understand why they're feeling it. And if somebody's feeling something big, it infects me and I lose control. I've never told anyone. But now I can find out what's really going on.
You'll need help.
I've got your back.
Alright, so there's a lot to talk about in about that minute clip. I didn't want to go through the entire trailer and split it into clips and clips upon clips. But you see here at night, I think probably the day of the murder, Alex and Ryan go to search a building. I don't know necessarily what it is, but this is definitely, investigating the murder of Gabe. And I don't necessarily know what is involved with this building, but we can make the assumption that this is abandoned. It looks old, disheveled, broken down. This might be a mine. I've heard rumors that might be a mine, but it's kind of hard to tell what that is. But you could tell they are 100%, convinced that there's something up. And you see the police officer here, some other new characters. They all meet up. And, this woman takes a weird look. I don't know. There's the branch again that falls down. You see she's just very confused about what's going on. She doesn't know what to expect. And there's the guy earlier in the trailer that says, Alex, be careful. This scene in particular I want to talk about because it looks like, is this with Ryan? Is Ryan the one holding this gun or is it somebody else? Is this the potential murder? I don't think they would spoil it in the trailer, but at the same time, maybe she's like, oh, why are you bringing a gun? Now, again, don't want to take context out of this. She's holding the flashlight, she's looking confused, like why there's someone holding the gun there. I just think this is Ryan holding the gun, but again, if it isn't, then this is the potential murder or someone involved with this crime that happened. So as we move on further through the trailer, Alex talks about her power a lot, how she could feel if someone's happy or sad. She talks about it with Ryan here again, and you see more emphasis on her power. There's again the aura thing that we showed earlier, and you know, when she loses control sometimes, when it's a super intense emotion, use the power of emotion. It says right there in the trailer, and we get to see, you know, some instances of it being used. She talks about, you know, what's it like. She'll probably talk about it with Ryan and Steph likely, and you see again in her mind here, looks to again be like the mind palace broken down, and when she feels Ryan here, she could feel like his emotion, like red for anger maybe, and there you have it. As we go further on through the trailer, you got to use this power to get to the truth, figure out what happened to Gabe, the murder, the entire thing. You see at night here with Steph while it's raining, talking about it, and you see, you know, her world starts to crumble down when these emotions overwhelm her. You get to see a specific example here of when this happens. You know, she looks like she almost could stop time here. She's reading the old woman here that's run the flower shop, and we just showed this image earlier in the trailer when she gets in that deep emotion. And look, she like gets into this, you know, trance and stops time. Look, everyone's got gold auras around their heads, and she's like smiling. She's like vibing with life. And you get to see the end of the trailer here after all this stuff that went down. Again, using that power, breaking down with emotion. You know, this is when she gets mad. You get to see another image of when the glass, everything breaks here. You see this woman here get angry. Maybe that's, like I said, maybe an episode when she gets very angry. But you're just going to see these are images we've kind of talked about earlier. She gets really, really angry here. And sometimes I guess she does lose control of these powers. And you see her, you know, alone here. And beautiful image of Haven Springs. And we get to the end of the trailer here, talking about, you know, they got your back, you know, Steph and Ryan. They're basically going to be the two main, you know, romance partners, your two main, you know, other characters other than Alex. And here you go, you get to see the final image here, you know, basically showcasing the teaser that we had gotten for a while, showcasing all her powers and the emotions they represent, kind of like the movie Inside Out, if you remember that movie. You know, like anger, red for anger, blue for calmness or sadness. You know, this is just pretty cool that they kind of did all this concept. Yellow is like confident, happy. Just representing, I think these colors just kind of give us a hint what we're going to be expecting here. So, Life is Strange, True Colors, that is it. Unfortunately, this video has gone way too long, so I'm not going to be able to talk about the deep dive. We'll probably do that in the next video where I talk about the story mainly. This is just kind of, like I said, a trailer breakdown. Gonna break down as much as I could. I couldn't break down every little detail because obviously we don't want to have this video go on too long. But let me know what you guys think of this trailer breakdown down below in the comments. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Please never go.